Are you curious about the story of the first marketplace for graphic design? Or would you like to know more about the complexity of being the CEO of an international expanding company? Yes, we are talking about 99designs. My name is Virginia Rodrigues and I'm super excited to share with you the lessons learned with Patrick Llewellyn.
So 99designs was actually spun out of another company called SitePoint.com.
Oh, stop there. Spun off company? A new company or a derivation of a larger company?
In fact, 99designs came out of the designer forum. So this idea of a design contest was actually self-created. Designers were doing it for fun. Then the developers learnt about what was going on in the designer forum and they jumped in and started doing it. And so all of a sudden we had a very messy forum thread that looked like the beginnings of a marketplace. At the very beginning of our existence as 99designs, we had customers and designers mostly based here in the US, but we were in a little Australian company, right?
So this is the story. 99designs has started in Australia as a spin-off company. Then they realized that their market was actually based in the US and moved to San Francisco. But wait. Before we go ahead, I want to know more about the cultural differences.
San Francisco really is, I don't know where it's at. You know, it's hard to describe it. It's kind of a melting pot of...
Oh, I like it. Melting pot, yeah,
you know,
definitely like that.
Everyone is here from lots of different places, but everyone has the same sort of ethos, which is chasing their dreams. It's, you know, it started life as a gold mining town, you know, back in the 1830s, and I think, you know, it's still a gold mining town today. Because it attracts people from everywhere, there's, you know, a lot of really great bright minds here. There's a lot of money here, you know, like unlike any other place in the world, the ecosystem of investors in Silicon Valley is second to none. And so I think that energy is the most intoxicating part of being here.
Okay, let's get back to our story. More specifically in 2011, when Axel Partners leads an investment of $35 million in 99designs to drive its global expansion. Melbourne, Berlin, and more recently, Rio de Janeiro. With so many time zones to handle with, how to put a global team on the same page?
There's definitely comes complexity. What I do realize is it's very easy for me to be on all of the time. Okay. You know, because I wake up in the morning and Rio and Berlin are already awake and working. And then when I go to sleep at night, Australia's working. And so there's basically a 24-hour cycle. It's exciting, but it's certainly communication is a challenge. We have to work hard at getting that right. And, you know, I think that my job as the CEO is to make sure that, you know, as best I can, that the entire team is on the same page, that we all understand what our core values are.
I couldn't resist and asked for a piece of advice from this amazing company. Check it out.
Do you have a piece of advice for new startups?
Yeah, I think the hardest thing to do is to actually start. You know, you've embarked on this yourself now, and so you've started, and I think that taking that first step is always tough. So you just got to kind of break down the steps, work out what's the simplest thing you can do to get started, and then, you know, go forward and start.
You've heard Patrick Llewellyn, so go out there, get started, and stay tuned on StartupTV to learn more about this startup global community.